Hello fellow geeks and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather, the Running Geek Girl. If you've been watching this channel, you know we have a series called the ABCs of Running. This just helps you increase your running vocabulary, so as you're reading articles or talking to other runners who have been doing this for a while, you'll understand what it is they're talking about. I'm going to put a link to the playlist down in the description box below so that you can catch up on past episodes you may have missed. But today we're going to move on with the letter D. Dehydration. This is when your body is losing water through exercise. So make sure that when you're exercising, when you're running, when you're walking, make sure that you have access to water or sports drink, especially the warmer it gets, the more you're going to want to make sure that you are staying hydrated. Don't overdo it though. It's really hard to run with water sloshing around in your stomach. It's important to keep up with though, because recovering from dehydration, really not fun. DFL, this stands for dead freaking last. This means that you are the last person in a race to cross the finish line. Believe it or not, it's not necessarily a bad thing. If you want, check out the book and podcast Running with a Police Escort. You're going to find a lot of great tales from the back of the pack there. DNF, this stands for did not finish. This is what appears in the race results if a runner has to drop out mid-race. Now this could be due to illness, due to injury, fatigue, failure to keep up with minimum speed requirements. So if you're ever checking race results and you see DNF next to a person's name, this means that they were not able to complete the race. DNS, this stands for did not start. This is what appears in the race results if a registered runner does not show up to the starting line. DOMS, some people will pronounce it just as DOMS, and it stands for delayed onset muscle soreness. This is what happens when you work out and it doesn't hurt until the next day or sometimes even the day after that. This sets in after a workout. It's completely normal. You can treat it with Epsom salts, foam roller, massage. Everybody that puts in a little bit of effort is usually going to deal with DOMS at some point. Treadmill. This is a nickname that a lot of runners will give to the treadmill. There are actually a lot of benefits to treadmill running, however, and we'll discuss that once we get to a later video. D width. When you're measuring for running shoes, a D width in women's is considered a wide width, and in men's, the D width is considered just a standard width. Dynamic stretching. These stretching routines add a little more movement and power to your typical warm-up, and they increase your range of motion. Think things like lunges and butt kickers, leg lifts. If you want, check out my video on walking. I put an example in there of a dynamic warm-up. You definitely want to start with a dynamic warm-up rather than static stretches. Save the static stretches for once your muscles are already warmed up and you're ready to cool down. There you have it, some new vocabulary words starting with the letter D, and hopefully this adds to your running vocabulary. If you found it helpful, make sure that you give us a thumbs up. Why not subscribe while you're here if you haven't already? And be sure to check out all of my social media. Links are in the description box down below. You can find me across most platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. I'm glad that you could be here, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.